Cal Petersen selected in the 5th round by the Buffalo Sabres. How was that for you?
Oh, it was a fantastic feeling. I couldn't be more excited right now to be chosen by the Buffalo Sabres, and just ecstatic to kind of cap off a really nice weekend and a really nice season.
How do you feel about where you went? Do you think you dropped a little further than you should? Are you surprised you went a little higher than you thought?
I probably kind of felt like I was a little bit more patient than I probably had to be. But I really, again, couldn't be happier with where I went. Each draft pick holds the same value. Each draft pick is held on the same plane. So really right now the work begins to hopefully make a spot in the future on a team, and I'm just happy to get my foot in the door, and I know that in the future I'll be able to make the most of those opportunities.
Now, they always say getting drafted is the first part of this whole process. It's only a small part of this whole process. What do you feel you need to do in order to kind of keep that going so you can hopefully take over for Ryan Miller one day?
I think the main thing is just to put to keep my foot on the gas. I think I understand my weaknesses, and I know how to work on keep utilizing my strengths. And I think it'll come with another year of experience in the USHL, and then obviously when I go to Notre Dame, it'll help a lot too. But mostly the thing is to not get complacent and keep that foot on the gas, which I know I will, and I think the chips will fall into place when you put that much work and effort into it.
Now, talk about this season in Waterloo. You guys had a pretty good year. You yourself were in the top 10 of just about every single statistical goaltending category. How did this year kind of help you out with your development and get you to this point?
Well, I was very fortunate to play quite a few games. Obviously, I split a little bit with Eamon McAdam, but I feel like I got on a roll when I needed to be and played well late, and was able to my first year have a successful year statistically, like you said. And unfortunately, obviously, we fell a little short in playoffs, which was kind of not where I wanted to be. But I thought I learned kind of my first taste of playoff hockey in that sort of format, and I think that's only going to help me in the future. And each year of experience just kind of builds on the last, and then before you know it, you get to a point where things come a lot easier and a little bit slower. And so I think every year in the USHL is fantastic. I was glad to have a very successful one last year.
Now, you had a friendly competition, so to speak, with Eamon McAdam this year. You guys splitting time. How was that, having such a great goaltender behind you, pushing you, only making you better?
It was fantastic. I can talk for myself in saying that I got better from it. I won't speak for him, but I think we both benefited from each other pushing each other, and kind of there wasn't a lot of room for complacency on either side. And if we wanted to play games back and forth, we had to play stellar each night. So I think the guys in the suits noticed that on the NHL side, and we were both fortunate to get picked. So I was extremely happy.
You were one of 5 Waterloo Blackhawks to get taken here today in this draft. How does that feel? That's got to be some kind of record. I believe that was the 3rd most of any team today drafted anywhere. How does that feel to know that you and 4 of your teammates are going to hopefully be playing in the NHL one day?
It's fantastic, and it just speaks volumes for the professionality of the organization in Waterloo. No other team, like you said, and even all of junior hockey, has dealt out those well-rounded players, both on and off the ice. So like I said, I think it speaks volumes for the organization, and sheds a light that not usually, kind of on a spot in Waterloo, Iowa. And, I think it's great that it could happen to our organization, and, I'm proud to be a part of it.
Now, you said you're 1 year away from Notre Dame. You're coming back to Waterloo next year. Look forward to next season. Talk about some of the things you're looking to improve on, and how you're trying to make yourself as well as the Blackhawks better.
Well, one of the things is I'll be, hopefully have the opportunity to play long consecutive periods of games. I think that's going to help me, as I move up in the ranks and as I get to Notre Dame, and hopefully, on to the pros. So that's one thing, and, we might not have maybe the scoring threat that we had last year. So I think that we're going to be more of a well-rounded team all around. But I think the main part of it is to have fun and have a little bit different leadership role, and be a little bit more vocal, and kind of do my part on and off the ice. And I'm really looking forward to what the season holds.